Saludos, ciudadano ng Jaruba.
Saludos, saludos.
Mane, você não conhece me, meu nome é Azriah y Val, junto com
Val
colega.
Peterson.
Yes, Val. What number you are?
13.
13.
On the winning list. IPP.
All right, all
We're gonna
right.
shake up. We have to shake up the people out there.
We're going to shake them up today with this,
Okay,
with this
definitely,
video. Oh,
definitely.
Yes. So, nang awe no sa San Nicolas, awe, Jasabra, 26 de Juni.
On the home stretch. Home
Lo vai
stretch.
marca um dia, 26 de junho, quarto dia depois da eleição. Lo vai marca o dia, o general para começar a lutar tranquilo depois de votação. Uepa! Então, não. Mostrar na San Nicolas. Isso vai ser interessante. Com 2 gente a lança na San Nicolas, 2 pessoas. O seguro merece vosso voto de sustento. Val, mais de picture, a mim tá hobby de background, pero me tá seguir o desenvolvimento, man. E nós decidimos, Val, we're going to blow this thing open.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's about time people come out and talk the right things about San Nicolas.
Exactly.
We see a lot of strange faces in San Nicolas. Every 4 years you see them with all kind of promises.
Even with makeup.
I don't know what they have on, but take a look around. What ain't get makeup is people pocketbooks, people wallets, and people way of living. Look at the situation here. We walk around, banks are closed. We have one bank open here. Right in front of us, we have an old-time Bastille's control,
Yeah.
where the elderly can't even pay with money no more. You have to go till Savaneta. You can't pay your bills, they're sending you by the post office behind us here. So a lot of things, San Nicolas has been neglected for so long. It's about time people stand up for San Nicolas now. Because look, in front of us there, you see an addict on the ground lying down there. That shouldn't be. Why we can't take care of our own people? Why we can't have like it used to have in Hotel Victoria when Boshi was minister, a place that the addicts could get food, bathe, refresh themselves, have some clean clothes on them, give them a perspective of life too. Because this way we are not attracting investors. All our houses are broken down for so many years. So many governments come, so many governments go on. I don't say the government have to fix houses, but there must be solutions for that.
Exactly.
All those houses that are abandoned are frightening investors because they're going to see, hey, if they can't even maintain the house, where they're going to get money to invest it. If you look at have a moratorium on supermarkets, 188 supermarkets all around Aruba. How many we have in San Nicolas? Not even 15. So that alone giving you the indication that things are not good. We are the poorest district in Aruba. But everybody coming with false promises, false promises. A good friend of mine always tell me, a drowning man will hold on to any straw to try to survive. And that's what's happening now. Our politicians coming on without a plan for San Nicolas. Everybody running out by San Nicolas Business Association, all those were in government. All they're talking about is asphalt and light. We need more than that.
Exactly.
We need more than that. We need jobs. We need perspective. We need hope. We need faithful promises. Not only election time, you come with a sack of food and then you tell them, I give you FASA, I give you that. No, that's baloney. We don't accept that anymore. Come with concrete things. Bring investors. Help us. Sit with us and we're going to help you. But San Nicolas have to start helping each other. Coming back to the houses that are abandoned. Why can't you go and talk to the families? Ask them, listen, if the house is abandoned, for sure you didn't pay your land tax. Why is the house abandoned? See if they can't get together, the families, and help it up. If it can't, fine. You go on an auction, put the money in some kind of fund to help San Nicolas and so, and then we could, somebody needs land. We have a big problem with land. Nobody has land, nobody. But if you take all those abandoned houses in San Nicolas, a lot of people would like those areas that are abandoned, and we would give them opportunities to buy that land, go to an auction, or even buy that land.
Val, I can remember, and you also, let's say 12 years ago, okay, 12 years up to now, okay, we had two governments, biggest parties were ruling, right? One came up with some kind of solution, tax-free. What happened to that?
You know, they took it to court, they threw it out, they said because they were discriminated. So they were discriminated against the other districts. I don't see why that's discriminated. Listen, and the next government, EPP is going to demand, we're going to put demands. We want a minister that is in charge of development for San Nicolas. You don't have to make it the 9th or the 10th minister. The same one minister, just like you have sports, you have culture, you have whatever education in your budget or your portfolio. We want a minister for development of San Nicolas. And under that, we could build it up nice because we would want a city manager for San Nicolas. Let everything channel through him.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need in San Nicolas, a city manager.
It's like something about burgemeester in Holland.
Correct.
Okay, I agree with that because for years, during election time, as you mentioned, they come with a big parade, flags, stickers, whatever, trying to buy your vote. And if San Nicolas don't stand up now,
No,
it won't happen.
it will never happen.
They will not do it for you, okay? Because the Dutchies will do it for us. And then what we will do, argue with each other, get vexed with each other.
Whose fault? Blame
Exactly.
each other. The blame game is going to start again, and who's going to suffer?
It will continue.
Those that don't have no job, no perspective, no nothing. But we have to start creating those perspectives.
Exactly.
And how are we going to do that? To start with, San Nicolas is an industrial city. We were built around a refinery.
Yep.
Everybody's criticizing the refinery, but we need a state-of-the-art refinery. We have to
Exactly.
provide jobs again. We need 2,000 jobs in San Nicolas and Aruba, easily. And the companies that want to invest want to put in 3.5 billion for the next 2 years. If you know, maybe even a little longer, but to start with, they want to put in 700 million for the refurbishment, dollars.
Okay.
If you divide it in 2 years, it's $20 million per day in our economy. Why are people boycotting it? Why? Everybody talking about pollution. It's just that they don't understand, or they were indoctrinated not to understand that the refinery cannot pollute anymore on fuel oil. We have to start on gas, liquid nitrogen gas, or any other clean source of energy, because we are all part of the Paris Climate Accord. We cannot pollute anymore. That is one of the plans we have for San Nicolas. You have to open jobs for people. We have to create jobs. You have so many kids. You in the education world, they go to Holland, they come back, they can't get no job. 80% of them fail. When they come back, they have a loan to pay back from over 90,000 euro. They can't pay, they can't get a job. Why? Because they don't have no, well, like how we call it up here, friends and Facebook diploma. Those with diploma cannot get a suitable job, because all of those that campaign for the traditional parties always put the people in government.
Exactly.
That thing has to stop. We have to depoliticize the government system where they're hiring employees. The way they're doing it, it's not good. We have to, a non-political group have to screen them and say who's capable for the job and who's entitled to have the job. Not because I campaign, I pull up 2 flags for you and I was all over with you. No, that has to stop.
Yeah.
We have to stop throwing sand in the people's eyes. We need honesty. We have to respect our parliament. No one is respecting the parliament anymore. Everyone is laughing at our parliament.
Exactly.
And EPP has to make a change in that.
Yeah, but by putting good people in the parliament, honest people, okay, but really hard workers. Because what we have seen these last years, it was like a circus, almost a zoo, almost a zoo, with all those noises they were making during debates, not debates, what do you say, meetings? Okay, I was like, what, is this a zoo?
Yeah.
And it's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
We Arubians, especially from San Nicolas, we have to demand respect, but we have to help each other also, okay? On the way to the refinery, I was thinking this morning, Val, we don't have to wait until the refinery starts. operating. We can start with small jobs, small activities. They call San Nicolas cultural city, right? We have a carnival village, a couple of places where you can sit and eat. That's it. What about our Caribbean festival? Gone.
You see, Azriah, the main problem we have in San Nicolas right now, and people don't want us to talk about it, but we have to address the issue, is security. San Nicolas is not safe anymore. Too many guns on the road, too many people assaulting each other. Listen, we sat with San Nicolas Business Association already, not as a party but as another group. And the whole problem we have now is San Nicolas in the morning, the people wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier than that, they go to work to Oranjestad. So like we say, we wake up with the sun, we go to work with the sun, we go Oranjestad, we come up with the moon, and we go sleep with the moon. In between there's nothing. So San Nicolas Business Association, I'm allowed to talk this because this is what happened. I met with them, I sat with them, and they explained me. And I also worked with the group Plataforma Pariba di Bro, where we said, we asked the merchant, but between 9 in the morning to 5 to 6 in the afternoon, there's no one in San Nicolas. We could see it now. There's no one passing. Every 5 minutes a car is passing there. Why don't you open later? You know what all the business owners told us? No man, they're gonna assault us. Tabay tingatrako. So we have to address that problem. Now, how are we going to address that problem? We have to give our kids perspective. We have to take care of them. We have to educate them. We have to involve them in more sports. Keep them in good activities at all times. We cannot leave them go astray.
Val, I think you will agree with me. We have Centro de Barrios. There are a couple of them becoming active. Okay, I will mention them because I don't.
No, we have to. We come to talk. Bisa maneta papia.
Centro de Barrios Savaneta, lantando cabeça. Hopi bom, atividade todo dia.
Tremendo.
Centro de Barrio Brasil, atividade tremendo. Pero no Centro de Barrio Lago Heights, morto. Dead.
Nesta mesmo de diretiva de não, pero não está enfocando solamente para deporte para fora. Pero para dentro, agora que tem toque, tem banda de gente grande, também se toca. O tipo de atividade nós temos que receber. Lá que é grande, não se nós muito lá cozinhar.
Claro, claro.
Tudo é coisa para assim.
Claro.
Também para usar ele para bailes à tarde. Lá que é dia. Lá que é muito lá bem para bailes. Agora que para ter problema com muito lá na escola, não está comportando mesmo por isso lá. Que não dá assim, não te chama direção de race, esforço muito. Ante que hora aí? Que hora aí?
É parte de ensinança, não também nem mencionei.
Não, que hora aí?
Não sou bem falando. É begeleiding.
Desde escola, nós vai no centro de bairro. Pessoal, hope de nós, para uma pessoa aí, não está na maior, não está na praia, não está chegando San Nicolas back à noite. Não é muito na noite, begeleiding. Se nós vamos abrir no centro de bairro, não. E tem que ter certo voluntário, não. Tem programa, não. Por educar muito, não. Ajuda, mas tem não good basic, não. Enfocar na cultura, é por tem roupa e coisa.
Vale, é não um pouco grande, é muito da capa escola, é maior, tem que inscrever no centro de bairro, é também, no centro de bairro, mas não pode ver se o Leitzer, ok, Val Peterson, ela bem abre. E que o Val não bem, tem hora Val não bem aí, não, é tão malo. Então, é como é por assim,
está custando fácil, não está custando muito.
Está busca fundo já for. Porque é parte de educação e parte social do circulando apoio de nós que parte seguro de lá para cima baixar mas o vale quanto nisso arugo não tem placa we poor
tem placa sim não tem placa sim pero é prioridade tanto
rober correto
full robes wa mas vai diferente caminho do Caribe mas viajo com deporte na Cuba tem um pilot program que está tremendo hora que muito lá acaba a escola Otawaka lehrer também de diferentes instrutores, de basquete, de vôlei, de beisebol, de tênis, ou hasta docente de música. Então não também há que muito lá que não dá assim não está escorrendo não deve ser essa aqui não nós vai enfocar somente no beisebol, outra no futebol, outra no basquetebol, outra no voleibol, até outra não no arte.
Yeah.
Bota ribanang, depois escola, num centro de barrio, bota enfocando ribanang, bota treinam e botinang foi caia. Até que bota assim depois, bota organizar competência de canto, de arte, entre escola, entre toda a escola. É que centro de barrio, não. Então, aceita atrair público. Que dia nós podemos nós temos um lago que refineria, lago Science Fair. Quando nós estamos aqui com mais, então tudo é quando botar em gente na junto, então com mucha, botar em grupo, ora cabe estudia. Então vir manager de uma companhia whatever, ele tem know-how exato para trago diferente mentalidade, diferente caráter, diferente gente, diferente mood swings. Então plus, então asset.
Correto. Ato, a mim também isso não, importante gente diz, San Nicolas, action não, laga nós tô honesto, é desenvolvimento que Aruba a conhecer, maioria parte tá no San Nicolas, ok? Ora boco é bolo, tem que partir igual, receita no qual nos falta durante anos, e a vez para aqui na estou parando num cruzado. Como diz, nós estamos discriminar um gente. Bolsonaro mesmo o qual distrito a desenvolver durante anos. Mais que outro.
O WAC onde nós que votam. O voto de San Nicolas na desenvolver full outro distrito menos San Nicolas. Porque como bisa que está tempo de refineria tal que não usa placa para desenvolver outro lugar não. San Nicolas sempre que está atrás. De com nós tem yaknickers, tem yaknickers do governo. Bota o riba lista política não. Quanto de grande de dois partidos grandes, se não chama grande tem ainda. Tem gente de na front, de promediesta. Quanto não tem San Nicolas? Quanto? Pisando. Aceita com não está worry com não está worry, não pode ter para trás, ribalista na política. Esta você escorrência.
Para a voto, pessoa arriba vai.
Voto, pessoa arriba. Tu bota querer não está worry com nós? Não está worry com nós. Não está worry com salinho para só we are too humble.
Exactly.
And swallow everything.
We have to stop that, Val.
We are going to stop it. IPP is the new sheriff in town. El mensaje me está llega. The new sheriff in town. Portanto, vai corrente de aqui.
If by chance you still have one of those flags up, sit and think. You have like 6 more days to think and rethink. Is it worth still voting traditional, or are you willing to stand with us and make the change? The change is in your hands.
Exactly.
In your hands. Sorry, Val, I had to come out today. People will tell me, yeah, but you live in San Nicolas. Listen, my heart is in San Nicolas. I grew up in San Nicolas. I'm living in Savaneta. That does not take away that I still like San Nicolas, because my mother lives in San Nicolas. Most of my friends live in San Nicolas. Okay? I had to come out, Val. I had to come out. And it was a good opportunity to have you also. Yeah,
exactly. There's a way to talk. San Nicolas comes to campaign in the main street here. They pass through the village, and what do they go? By the basketball court, they give the boys Hennessy and beer.
What?
Hennessy and beer. When our leader went there to campaign, they say, yeah, what do you have for us? You reach late. We got Hennessy, we got beer already from the Green Party. I'm going to say it the way it is. That's what's happening. Everybody say you mustn't talk those things. You don't have the proof. That is what's happening. Wherever we go, people ask us, Kibo knows, no sanyasaki, no sanyasaki. No, we're giving you perspective. We're going to build a San Nicolas. If you ever watch the movie Field of Dreams, where they build a baseball park, and the message was, build it and they will come.
Yes.
And that's what our vision is. We're going to rebuild San Nicolas so all the investors will come. Another thing we want to touch here briefly. Everybody says
go ahead.
That San Nicolas' problem is a prostitute. San Nicolas' problem is not a prostitute. It could be the prostitute, but not in the way that they say it. The prostitutes were there long ago.
Oh yes.
Long ago. But we have 32 bars that have a vergunning to operate with animeermeisjes. Let's call them so, joy girls. Each bar gets 4 permits, but only 9 bars are open. So now where do you want those ladies to be? They have to market themselves. So they're going to be in the day, on the street, marketing themselves.
Yeah.
Now, people say, get them out of San Nicolas. Fine, get them out of San Nicolas, but there's a problem with that. We have no money. We have to buy all those buildings from the people.
Yeah.
San Nicolas Bar Association wants to cooperate with us. We could relocate them, but there's another plan. Why don't we close the main street after 9 in the night? Because nothing going on, no shopping going on. Close it all the way up there till maybe 6 in the morning.
Exactly.
And then let those people be there. They won't be disturbing anybody. But the easiest solution is, because a lot of people are going to get mad with me when I talk the truth, each one of those ladies have to bring in 125 guineas per evening to the bar. But the bar is closed. So you can imagine, some have maybe 5 permits, 5 bars running. So each bar brings in 500 a night. If you have 5, you have 2,500 guineas. If you multiply that by the 30 days, it's 75,000. Okay, you have other expenses too concerning that. But why don't you open the bar? Give a bartender a job.
Exactly.
Give a cleaning lady a job. Have somebody cook in there. You're gonna create employment also. And the ladies won't have to come out on the bar, because in the beginning, in the early days, there was no airco, but they were inside. Now we have airco and they're outside. So what's so hot?
But Val, if we see at the situation, right? We got 2 bars below Charlie Bar, Chesterfield, and the one here with Caracas Bar.
Caracas Bar.
Okay. Most of the bars are from Charlie's Bar go up.
Right.
So I was thinking, okay, we could market as a red light district.
Sure.
Do it like in Holland.
In Holland. Why reinvent the wheel?
Like close the road.
And it brings tourism.
Yeah, close the road.
Tourism.
Put your signage. Hey,
Yeah.
red light district. Make
After
the bar
certain
attractive.
hours.
Yes,
After
exactly.
certain hours.
Exactly. And regarding about security, look, in Curacao we have VKC, Vrijwillige Korps Curacao. Okay, these guys, they have a basic training. Okay, military training. They assist the police during certain actions.
Right.
Why? Up to today, we cannot come with a group like that. Baby
In
steps.
the olden days, the police used to walk the roads. They used to walk the road, and they used to control without fear of anything. Now they're in air-conditioned cars,
Oh, yeah.
driving around. Okay, things change, but you have some groups that do a tremendous job. Run the vagrants off the road, the trawlers, run them off the road. The other group doesn't worry. You know, it has to be consistent.
Exactly.
I see there's on the list, I don't want to attack him, my friend Alvin Molina, nice guy, very qualified, but I'm not hearing him talking about those things. What is the police force going to do about it? What is Rocco Chong going to do about it? Why isn't Vanessa Chong doing anything
Candelaria.
about it? Why isn't Candelaria doing anything? Nobody is talking about those things, but we have to talk about those things. That is what's going to bring San Nicolas back up. Although I really don't think they're going to disturb much. But when you talk about the addicts, you say, listen, if we do favors for these ladies in the day, we go shop for them, we do this,
Exactly.
we whatever. If you take that income from us, then we'll have to steal again. No, we want you off the road. We want you rehab. We want you working again. We want you to be a family and your family together again. We don't want you on the road anymore. We want you off the road. Let's
Exactly.
clean up San Nicolas. It takes guts to do it. We have to talk hard, but that's the only way we're going to get it done. Let's not be cowards. Listen, there are crimes we committed. We have a tip line. If you know what's going on and you are afraid to call the tip line, or you don't refuse to call it, you are just as guilty criminally as the one that performed the act. We have to stand up for San Nicolas, and we have to talk to San Nicolas, because San Nicolas people are not cowards, but everybody is so afraid of being, like how they call it, but the represalia, they're afraid of vengeance. It's not good. It's not good. We cannot live in fear. We may not live in fear, not 1 second longer after the election.
Exactly, exactly. You guys heard it. Okay? No promises. We want to work. We want you guys come out and say, let's do it together, because we can. We can. Don't underestimate your inner power. Okay? If you sit home and just complain, nothing is going to happen. San Nicolas has to stand up and rise up. The sun rises from there. That gives us energy in the morning to say, let's start doing something. It can be baby steps, but after a couple of time, you will see we are standing back on our feet. Okay? That's my message to you guys. So please be aware of those promises they're making these days. Okay? People, like Val said, after 4 years they come up San Nicolas. Nos tabay hasisaki, nos promesa, nos kiko. Sorry. Use your common sense. It's not going to happen. They just want your vote for them to get in there. When they get in there, they forgot San Nicolas. They even change phone numbers because they don't want to be disturbed, because they're busy with their family and friends, their hidden agenda. Me and Val, we don't have an agenda.
Phone's always open.
We don't have a phone.
The phone's always open.
Exactly.
Always open.
Exactly. You meet us on the street, hey, talk to us, because we from up here. Val,
But
your last words?
My final message, I want to be very short. I want to talk to our people from San Nicolas, and not only San Nicolas, all the other districts too. Our message, it has to be, yes, we demand, and nothing else. We demand only the best. Thank you.
Well, my final words? Val, stand up, people. Get up. Get up. Don't leave nobody come in your house and tell you what to do. Okay? Let's unite for San Nicolas and Aruba. That's my message for you from the bottom of my heart. Saludos yun. Sakito tote paawe. Val.
That's it, Azriah. EPP, your solution.
Number 13 or even number 6.
Whichever one. EPP.
Whichever one. Thank you.
Thank you.